This little camera transmits images to the data recorder so we can see if you've got any vascular malformations in your GI tract. Your records show you've lost some weight over the past year. Was that intentional?
Not really.
Well, he's been eating less since he quit the swim team.
You have to get up early for swim. It wasn't fun anymore.
I need to talk to your son about sexual activity. Generally, it's less embarrassing for everyone.
We're leaving.
Actually, I've only ever...
How long have you been cutting yourself?
Those are from a layback grind that went wrong. Came off my skateboard straight into a fence.
So, no to cutting, but yes to appetite and sleep changes, and you quit something you used to enjoy. How long have you been depressed? No sign of upper GI issues, but the kid did admit to being depressed and to smoking pot to take the edge off.
You are very pleased with yourself, aren't you?
His marijuana could be laced with formaldehyde or lead, which could cause a pulmonary hemorrhage, which could make him spit up blood. Yes, I am. It was a good catch.
Run a lead level, push 5 liters IV fluid.
Feel free to tip your other server.
Well, you figured out my deal after only a few minutes. I've been fooling my friends and parents for months.
It's my job to notice things. Maybe talking to your parents would make things better.
I've tried. They take it personally that I'm not happy, and then I end up having to make them feel better. They don't get me. No one does.
In med school, it seemed like everybody else could handle the pressure. I couldn't. I ended up hurting myself. Stupidest thing I've ever done. You've got red spots in your eyes. They weren't there before. We still don't know why Ryan coughed blood, and now he's got small hemorrhages in his eyes.
Sounds like an acquired coagulopathy, which gives us a pretty wide differential.
Gets a lot narrower if we factor in his depression.
Oh, don't do that.
Mood swings can be a symptom of physiological illness.
I'm talking to you.
Mood swings are also a symptom of adolescence, along with emo music and masturbation. More importantly, his weight loss and sleeping issues started a year ago.
Affection makes the most sense. He shoots hoops at school, showers in the locker room. I'm thinking staff.
Damn.
You don't think...
Not talking to you.
Everything okay with Cuddy?
She's fine. She's just too stupid to accept it. Start him on nafcillin for staff.
I told you, man, I don't have it here.
Hey, guys. Everything okay?
On my way out. Oh, I'll see you later.
You wanna tell me what's going on?
My friend gave me some leftover Klonopin he had when he switched to seizure meds. I sold him to Roid Rage for $80, but I landed in here before I could deliver, and now he's gonna rip my arms off.
How often do you sell drugs?
It was a one-time thing. I needed the cash, I had the pills, so I thought, why not? That was a bad idea. The pills are at my house. I gotta have a friend go get them.
Give the thug his money back. One time only.
Good for you. You could have just assumed he was a drug dealer, but instead you took his word for it. It's nice to finally see someone have a little faith in humanity around here.
Why would you do that? Ryan, you okay in there?
I'm not sure. I think I just peed blood.
Looks like peeing blood is the new black.
Peeing blood after a night on antibiotics means we can move on from infections.
Hoping showed no sign of a bleed in his bladder, which points to a kidney problem.
Probably some kind of mass.
Kidney mass wouldn't explain the coughing blood or the hemorrhages. Antiphospholipid syndrome, on the other hand.
Makes sense, but it doesn't rule out a mass.
You think it's cancer?
Mass doesn't have to be cancer. It could be renal hematoma.
But the patient doesn't have any other abdominal trauma.
He's not talking about the patient.
Cuddy has a mass on her kidney?
Probably just a complex cyst or angiomyolipoma.
It's a mass, not a mystery. They'll do the biopsy, then you'll have your answer. Just have to wait.
Patient admitted to using pot. Who knows what else he's doing? This could be heroin-induced nephropathy.
I thought you trusted this kid.
And then you pointed out how sweet that was.
If it were heroin, he'd be going through withdrawal. Antiphospholipid syndrome's a better fit. Start the patient on plasmapheresis.
While he's doing that, can I at least search his house for drugs?
I ever said no to that question?
What is it with you and this kid?
He's doggy paddling in the sea of misery. I remember what it's like.
How far do you have to reach back for that memory? Last night? Sometimes I hear you in the living room watching TV at 3 a.m.
That's when classic Doctor Who comes on the BBC.
Yeah, if only they had some device that allowed you to record them, watch them another time. I'm just saying, don't think fixing this kid is gonna fix you. Yep. We're on our way back. A patient lost all feeling in his right arm.
Look at this.
What's up, losers? I hope you're enjoying being alive. Today's lesson, natural selection. Excellent system made us who we are today, but then we invented seatbelts in grocery stores. Things that keep idiots and weaklings alive. And let's be honest, most of you don't really deserve it. Here's to the natural order. Yes! Woo!
Copied from his flash drive. Do I go to the cops?
Yes, officer, I'd like to report an assault. The victim was a pile of leaves.
It goes on. He talks about bombing his school.
Which you know because you stole his flash drive and broke into his house. How's that gonna play?
Ryan's not responding to streptokinase. We don't have very long before the damage becomes irreversible.
So we either up his dosage or go into his head and get the clot out.
We'll run a corkscrew-shaped instrument into Ryan's brain and pull the clot out.
Okay. Have you talked to him about it?
Yes, but I wanted to see you alone. I saw some videos that Ryan made a few weeks ago. He's blowing up pipe bombs and threatening people in his school.
Oh, God.
He was probably just messing around. Our son wouldn't hurt anybody.
I'm not so sure.
Look, I know this looks bad, but Ryan's a good kid. He's had a rough couple years since he started high school, but I really think he'll come out of it.
He needs help.
Maybe he does, but this gets out, he'll be suspended, maybe expelled. How about you focus on keeping him alive?
Give me a little more dye.
There's the clot. It just disintegrated when you touched it.
Take him off the meds. He's got a staph infection.
You treated him for staph 3 days ago. It didn't work.
Bacteria already in his system responded. But once the door's been busted open, more just keep coming.
Oh, he's talking about an abscess.
I got that.
For the cheap seats, an abscess is a gooey little cream puff of infection. Probably burst when your little pride and homicidal joy took a hard foul.
It's good news.
If we can find the door.
I think I know where it is. What if these aren't from skateboarding? The kid has been blowing up PVC pipe bombs. If he got hit by shrapnel, the body walls off the foreign object, which, because it's plastic, doesn't show up on imaging and provides a perfect home for bacteria. Antibiotics attacked the infection, causing feces to break off. Some hit the liver, one lodged in his brain and dissolved when foreman touched it. Once we drain the abscess and remove the shrapnel, the antibiotics can do their job. He'll be fine.
Which just leaves, what are you gonna do now?